I am happy that my CryptoQ media channel is back online. Patrons of the HBAR, I apologize. My broad prediction for 2025 is based on what we know about Hedera. I'll also explain why many of you will become fabulously rich in 2020. That being said, I'd also like to go over what's happened in the previous 2 weeks. Currently, all eyes are on Hedera, and it's somewhat untamed. All eyes are on it. I'll show you the steps step by step, but first I want to explain why HBAR is going to make a ton of money for its investors and how strongly I believe in Hedera. Let me mention a couple of things. Let's talk about how ridiculous it is that, nearly exactly 1.5 months ago, in the start of November, HBAR was selling for less than 5 cents. HBAR was being exchanged for less than 5 cents. It is now more than 35 cents. You guys, I just hit 35 cents. Approximately 1 month ago, its trading price was below 5 cents. All throughout this region, that is the pace of change. This place can look completely different in the blink of an eye. The trading volume on HBAR has recently increased by 30%. It is 1.65 billion, and I want to emphasize that. We can talk about it here in a minute. Among the top 30 gainers in the past 30 days, HBAR ranks second with a gain of 400 points, or nearly 13%. However, HBAR is superior when compared to the top losses. Keeping the virtual component under wraps is my preference since this is something that has been developing quickly and is undeniably a more recent invention. Its extreme volatility is a direct result of this. Being one of the top gainers, I feel compelled to mention it once more. Only hey, let's throw virtual out there will do from me. The 30-day gain for a project that has been planned since 2019 or even before, technically is outstanding, even if it's been in the works for a short time. Without a doubt, HBAR stands head and shoulders over the other 100 top gainers when looking at the past 30, 90, or 60 days in 2019, 2020. Furthermore, we are comparing it against XLM, XRP, Dogecoin, Algo, IOTA, XDC, then ADA. HBAR outperforms all other big projects on the 30, 90, and 60. Paying attention to the HBAR is just the beginning. You can find HBAR in the top 20 presently. Very well. It has a market cap of 11.8 billion and is now the 18th most valuable cryptocurrency. To get to the top 10, roughly 25 billion will do. My prediction is that by the end of January, HBAR's market capitalization will have surpassed 25 billion. HBAR, in my opinion, will be in the top 10 by the end of the month. Pay attention, because I'm claiming that this film should be saved because I genuinely think that HBAR is on the verge of a profound revelation. First things first, let's talk about the why of the number 1 volume. I was only making the observation that the volume of trades has significantly increased. If we go to this post at HBAR, our total pub volume is now over 40 billion, Tata. Permit me to swiftly circle back to the subject of HBAR's market capitalization. 40 billion, absolutely, 11.5 billion taking into account the massive influx of visitors during the initial 2 weeks of the month. Oh my, that is really absurd. Additionally, the Robo team has given us HBAR, which, in the first 13 days of December alone, doubled last month's total to 40 billion. I would want to bring this to your notice, even though a 40 billion volume is undoubtedly significant. The amount we earned in November was actually doubled in just the first 2 weeks of December. To me, that is completely ridiculous. It reveals the present focus on HBAR and Hedera, which is strange to me. I wanted to inform you that if we go to Hedera, you will notice that a number of these postings have been seeing a consistent increase in followers and engagement. More people are paying attention to Hedera now than in the past. Even if we use Hedera for overall volume, we can still see this happening twice a week. Counting from 1 to 28, there are 9.7 billion, 27.76 billion, and approximately 28 billion. I am eager to find out the outcome by the month's end. Upon reviewing the monthly volume, it becomes evident that seeing 40 billion on December 1st is well within the realm of possibility. It is now December. About 20.78 billion could be visible in November. But before that, there were more than 1.7 to 3.4 billion men. That volume level is seen on the HBAR right now. But even when we look at historical data, this volume is so massive that I don't get how HBAR hasn't hit a record high and cracked the top 10. Given the amount of media coverage Hedera has received, whether via DeFi NFTs or any other source including DeFi TVL, it is easy to observe the company's rapid expansion. By the end of the month, I can't wait to see how much HBAR has grown. However, I am certain that January will be a whirlwind. Many individuals keep pressing me for an explanation as to why things stand as they do. Why Hedera is an American company. The new administrator has clearly put his money where his mouth is when it comes to Office Pro Crypto. Companies in the United States will have their support. An organization that has cooperated and acted lawfully with authorities is Hedera. In my view, Hedera will emerge victorious. You might think it's crazy, yet this amount 60 billion in trading volume is completely real. I believe it would be best to go back to the first list, even though the entire thing is crazy. I think Hedera will have a comparable large volume, so I thought you might be interested in hearing this. Are we not talking about 10 billion when we look at the quantities of these top 10 projects? There are 10 billion within a staggering 210 billion. When all factors are considered, I do think HBAR will have a dramatic awakening in terms of trading volume within a day. Thank you for watching my video. I truly value your time. Click the subscribe button and then tell me what you think when you're done.